everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a rant on the new Super Mario Bros. Series. And, of course, my beagle, Macy, is here to join us. Here, let me take off her invisible fence collar. She doesn't really need it. Anyways, so this series, it got off to a good start, one could say. New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS. I mean, it was the first original 2D Mario platformer that we've seen in 15 years at the time, since Super Mario World. Well, I mean, there is Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, but, I mean, I don't really count that as a main canon Mario title, but, I mean, it is debatable. But anyways, so first off, New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS, it was a good game. Alright? And New Super Mario Bros. Wii, to be honest, I didn't really think it was that inventive. I mean, it did introduce 4-player co-op to the Mario series in terms of, Mario platformers. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, there were new power-ups and whatnot, but I mean, most of the new features, as in new features that we saw in it, such as the Koopalings, which actually first appeared in Super Mario Bros. 3, and then appeared in Super Mario World, and then appeared in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. That was nothing new. Yoshi, he appeared in Super Mario World, Super Mario Sunshine, and of course earned his own series, starting in 1995. So that was nothing new either, and I mean, New Super Mario Bros. Wii wasn't that innovative, but you know what? That was an exception, alright? That was still a good game, and it was the first original 2D Mario platformer that we have seen on home consoles in 18 years at the time. Anyways, so let's continue. So 2 years ago, well, not exactly 2 years ago, but almost 2 years ago, New Super Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. U were released. This is sort of where I draw the line, okay? I mean, 2 New Super Mario Bros. Titles in the same year. I mean, you can just tell that they're, just trying to earn a profit. I mean, come on. I mean, can't you just stick to one per 3 years? I mean, this is just stupid. I mean, come on. I mean, New Super Mario Bros. 2 wasn't creative at all. I mean, coins, that's the main twist, really. And, and then Raccoon Mario definitely, was nothing new. Even though I was glad that he could fly in his raccoon state for the first time since Super Mario Bros. 3, but still. And, Reznor appeared in Super Mario World. Everyone knows that. And, everything was just rehashed from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. From the environments to the boss battles, and even New Super Mario Bros. Wii rehashed in in those aspects. I mean, come on. And I mean, coins. I mean, that can't just be the one major twist. I mean, it's called New Super Mario Bros. 2. I mean, it should at least be a throwback of Super Mario Bros. 2, and I mean the USA edition. I mean, that's the version of Super Mario Bros. 2 that I like the most. I mean, really. I mean, just come on. I mean, can't it just be a throwback of that? I mean, this is just freaking unfair. And New Super Mario Bros. U wasn't that creative either. I mean, the environments, people say, oh, well, they changed the backgrounds and the tiles. I mean, think about it. Just break it down with me. I mean, we had the plains, the deserts, the beach area, the snowy area, the jungle area, the mountainous area, the sky area, and, you know, the volcanic area. I mean, it's the same environments. I mean, really. And, I mean, I'm just tired of this rehashing. In boost mode, I mean, that often just proves, that mode often just proves, you know, more of, you know, a nuisance than being actually helpful. Because, I mean, sometimes it saves you from death, but most times it often just, you know, just screws you over, you know, just, you know, you get what I'm saying. I mean, like, sometimes the platforms that the boost mode player places often just blocks your path, and it's very annoying. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, every single installment to the New Super Mario Bros. Series is good, but in terms of creativity, they're lacking. Well, mainly New Super Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. U, and New Super Luigi U. I mean, I get that's DLC, but still, I mean, I don't know. I still don't like how it's just basically a complete rehash of New Super Mario Bros. U, except all one with differently designed levels. I mean, really. And I mean, it just feels like Nintendo's been lazy with the Mario series lately. Well, that's not true, just with the New Super Mario Bros. Series, because, I mean, I want to see them make an actually innovative and creative 2D Mario platform with different mechanics and, you know, is in the style of Donkey Kong Country Returns or Rayman Origins. I mean, really. And Super Mario 3D World, Nintendo actually got that one right. I mean, that's the title that every Mario fan should own on the Wii U. 'Cause you know what? It actually tried to innovate. It was actually, you know, somewhat inventive. Not as inventive as say, Super Mario Galaxy, but still inventive. And I really liked Super Mario 3D World. But I mean, what I really want to see, besides, you know, an actually innovative 2D Mario platformer, is a 3D Mario platformer that's in the style of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, or you know, just something along those lines. I mean, the new Super Mario Brothers series, it just doesn't really feel like Nintendo's trying too hard. And Yoshi's New Island, that game is underrated. I actually recommend it. And even though, it heavily borrows from Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, I mean, at least it added even more new elements than New Super Mario Bros. 2 did. I mean, I have to say it's about equal with New Super Mario Bros. U in terms of creativity, but you know what? Oh yeah, and Yoshi's New Island practically reused the same final boss battle where Bowser travels back in time and But anyways, I don't know what to say. But Yoshi's New Island, you know what? That's the first mainline Yoshi game that we've seen in 6 years. So, that was actually somewhat wait, 6 years. I meant 8 years. But that was actually somewhat anticipated. But overall, my main point is the new Super Mario Bros. Series is just, I don't know, it's just lackluster in terms of creativity. And next time Nintendo releases a 2D platformer, for the Mario department, it shouldn't be a new Super Mario Brothers title. It should be, I even come up with an idea for a Super Mario Brothers 4. Well, actually, I guess Super Mario World is technically considered Super Mario Brothers 4 because that's what was originally titled in Japan, Super Mario Brothers 4 Super Mario World. But still, like a spiritual successor to Super Mario Brothers 3. And I also come up with an idea for a Super Mario World 3 where Toad plays the starring role, but you know what? I'll talk to you guys about that later. Maybe ideas for Mario games. That could be it. That's a good idea for a future video, isn't it? But anyways, the last thing I want to say is that I really hope Nintendo, tries harder with 2D Mario platformers in the future. Just tries to innovate. We don't just want throwbacks. But anyways, overall, I still think Nintendo is winning the current generation, in terms of offering spectacular titles, and overall, I think I've made my point. Goodbye, everyone.